Now in case of compound if, the syntax is like this. First I have to write thus if, and then we are just going to give the opening brackets, and within this opening and closing brackets we just going to mention the condition, and if this condition becomes true, then the statement which is written in this if block, it is going to execute. So as the condition, when it is true, this statement is going to execute, and for better or easy to understand, I just write an extra word true here. So it is true statement means when the condition is true, then this statement is going to execute, and if this condition is false, then the control goes to this portion, and the statement which is written in the else block, it is going to execute. And as this statement execute when the condition is become false, and for this reason I have write an extra word false to easy to understand when this statement actually going to execute. So this statement is execute when this condition, whatever condition I write in this portion, if the condition is false, become false, then this portion is going to execute, and if this condition is true, that means it means the condition is maintained, so this statement is going to execute. In the compound if statement, we can write multiple line for any kind of statement. Suppose in a true statement, suppose it consists only a single line, and for else statement maybe it consists of several lines, more than 2, more than 5 lines. So in statement, maybe in the case of true statement or false statement, the number of lines may vary or may be equal. In the compound if statement, there is the features which is also available in the simple if. It is also available in compound if statement, that it is the if the statement in either true block statement, that means when in the if statement, or in the else block statement when the condition become false statement, in both the statement, if these are consist or contain only a single line statement, then the opening and closing braces are not needed for the respective blocks. Suppose if the if statement block contains only a single line, then the opening and closing braces is not mandatory. It means you can remove these braces, and or you can write this if else or compound if without using these braces in case of the if. But if the else contains more than one line, then you have to write the opening and closing braces for the else block. And as well as if the false statement blocks contains only single line, so there is not mandatory to write this opening and closing braces. So this is the syntax for the compound if statement. If we are going to do the same operation of checking of a number, whether it is a even number or odd number, using, so first we have to write if, and then after within the opening brackets write the condition, that is n mod 2 is not equals to 0 for the even number, and as it the statement contains only one line, so we can omit the opening and closing braces for this portion, and that's why I'm not giving the opening and closing braces here. And now I'm writing it is a even number, and then after I am writing the else block where I am just writing printf it is a odd number. But how can I determine that the else block is odd number? Because if the condition n mod 2, that is if the number is completely divisible by 2 is successful, that means this condition when becomes true, then it means that it is number become an even number. But when this condition is not true, that means it becomes false. It means the remainder in the remainder portion there is something except the 0 values, so it becomes automatically odd number. So that's for this reason in the else block I have written it is a odd number. Now I'm going to run the program, and again I'm just inputting the value, suppose 15. So 15 is an odd number, we know. Now 15 is going to check in this portion n mod 2, that means 15 mod 2. So 15 mod 2 is return the remainder 1. So remainder is not equals to 0, so this condition becomes false and the else block is going to execute. If I'm just run the program again and enter the another value, suppose 20, and 20 is completely divisible by 2, and for this reason in this portion of the condition of the if block, 20 mod 2 equals to 0, it is completely true, and for this reason this statement is going to execute. So in this way actually compound if actually work. Now I am going to do a program using the complex if statement.